Chase, obviously, let's start with a milestone, 100 career wins. That's some good soccer that's been played on your end. Just what do you make over the years of just your experience and growing as a coach with these group of men?
Yeah, learned a lot. Still have a lot to learn. I know that I don't know everything and just keep learning every day. And ultimately, I think it took too long to get to 100 wins. I'm about 3 years too late in my mind, so I got a lot of work to do to get to 200.
For you, obviously, the 90 minutes, there were some obvious injuries, bumps and bruises, but you came away with the result with some good soccer after conceding the goal. Just what did you make of the effort tonight?
Yeah, I thought the first half wasn't good enough overall, but I mean, end of preseason, first regular season game against an opponent that we know on paper we should beat, but that's where soccer is a weird sport in that way. You have to show up every day, doesn't matter who's put in front of you, you have to rise to the occasion, you have to play the game. Play the team in front of you, not the paper. So the guys rose, they achieved good stuff in the second half, and they did everything we asked for them in the second half.
What did you make of the communication on that corner set piece that led to the conceded goal tonight?
Again, not good enough. I think that's just basic stuff. You attack the space in front of you, and we just didn't defend it well.
Dakota obviously went down in the first half. Just what did you make of the guys trying to rally around and just find ways to just connect and build that communication?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have Dakota's back first and foremost. He's had a great run with us since he's come in, and it's an unfortunate injury. But I think tonight he showed the depth and why we have the squad that we have. It's a good group of guys, and the guys that came off the bench really rose to the occasion.
How important was it to get that goal before halftime, just to get into that locker room and just have that more positive mindset when you knew you were going to have the conversation you were?
I probably still have a voice because we got the goal at halftime, right before halftime. Otherwise, I may not have had a voice to talk to you now. But no, I think that every goal is important, right? So to go into halftime and be tied is at worst what it should have been. It should have been better than that, but again, that's where we've got to learn and grow.
Gel gets his first career goal as a Duke tonight. Obviously, we talked yesterday about the hard work that he's used to get to this point. Just how does it show the validation of hard work paying off?
Yeah, I mean, Jello's hard work personified, super fit, always there for you, just so reliable. It's a great moment for him for sure.
Maxi's goal set up, of course, by Jesper, who's been really, really stepped up in the offseason, put the work in. Just obviously the communication those two have is second to none. How did that run really show that?
Yeah, I mean, they've played together for a couple of years now, and I think you can really start the connection. The connection's just been forming, and I think anytime you have good relationships, good communication within your squad, good things can happen.
How was it? This was your first official game dealing with the new substitution patterns. How was that, trying to figure that out and deal with that?
Well, Dakota's injury in the first 13 definitely set things off on the right foot, unfortunately. But no, I think it takes a little adjusting and getting used to, and I think that again, that's where I was proud of the squad depth tonight. We probably subbed a little more than we will as we go through the season, but that's what this game was built for.
The second and the third goal in the second half, how much were you encouraged by the fact that they were building off of that and being those attackers you wanted them to be?
Yeah, I mean, we had to build momentum as we went through this game. We knew we didn't start the way we wanted to start, so it was nice to see this connection start to form. It was nice to see the guys start to figure it out and do it under the lights on Rooney and in front of a good crowd. Was a lot of fun.
Sunday's an interesting game in that it's a doubleheader, but it's also a chance with all these student athletes being back on campus to get an introduction to you guys. How special of an opportunity do you view that in, obviously focusing on yourselves, but understanding another big crowd might be coming to Rooney?
Yeah, I mean, I think this game tonight really set that one up nicely because ultimately we didn't start the way we wanted to start. You go down an early goal, but to fight back is always a good thing. And so it really sets us up. We've got to make sure we bring that momentum right from the opening whistle and really be who we want to be for 90 minutes.
Jackson gave you a spark tonight. Seems like he's really developing as a secondary guy that finds the open man. And he probably could have had 3 assists tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what does he bring to the lineup?
I mean, Jackson's, so we do a thing for points. So we do a bunch of different activities. It's soccer related, it's backs golf related, it's juggling related, and he won our point system for preseason. And, it shows that it's just a well-rounded human being and just an awesome young man. I thoroughly enjoy having Jackson in the program, and I think you saw that tonight in his work rate. That's what we get from him literally 24 hours a day, and we love that about him. And so for him to come in and do what he did tonight when he's battled a lot of injuries throughout his career was pretty special. And ultimately I pulled him off just to make sure we didn't risk another injury tonight. But but Jackson's going to be a big part of what we're doing. And again, I think you saw everybody that came in tonight, held their own and did their job, and it was really nice to see.